Yeah, welcome back to another video. And today, guys, make sure to watch my island rewrite to get a sense on what's happening here. Or if not, hopefully you can catch up quickly. Same rules apply as last video. If I don't talk a character, assume they're doing the same as canon. As for the non-elimination episodes in action, to make it feel a bit better and feel like less filler, I would have the rewards mean more. For example, in one of the reward challenges in the pre-merge, one of the members on the winning team can get immunity the next time they lose, and that could create an interesting conflict to decide who gets those types of rewards. Maybe like a small challenge in between like the teams or something. I don't know if that makes sense, but like hopefully you catching my vibe there. Or if it's like the merge, they can get an extra vote at elimination or something like that. Think that would actually change the game, not just an advantage in the next challenge. That means nothing. All right, so now we got the cast. So this cast seems pretty self-explanatory. So I got some few changes. So Jeff and Bridget get on the teams, obviously, as you can see. DJ moves on to the grips. Where's DJ? Did I not add DJ in, bro? I guess I didn't add DJ in. Hold on. Where the fuck is DJ at? Bro, where is DJ at? Oh, he's right there. I'm blind as hell. Whatever, man. Oh, and then Courtney is getting added from the start. So I believe she would be on the screaming. I gotta check. I gotta check my notes. She would be on the screaming killer grips. Yep, I was right. And then Noah also gets added for the screaming gaffers because these two would help a lot of action's filler episodes because Noah is another strategist which action desperately needs, and Courtney being there from the start as just another threat. Alright. So important episodes about the Total Drama Island special that happened before the season. The winner, Jeff or Gwen, whoever you decide you want to win, keep their money. Lindsay finishes, but Heather sabotages Tyler, so he doesn't get to finish or be in the season, to Lindsay's anger. Flaws in Duncan and Courtney's relationship are sharing a show. And same with Gwen and Trent, but the two are much more nicer about it than Courtney and Duncan are. Alright, anyways, so for the aftermath, I wouldn't have it be a talk show. I would scrap that concept. Bring back the mansion they have in Hugh Camper. I don't know what you call that episode, but like the losers episode in Island. Have it simply be the eliminated slash not participating contestants reacting to the show. So no Captain Hollywood, Jeff, or that crap. So like for example, you could have like Tyler cheering on Lindsay, Gwen going against Courtney, small stuff like that that shows where the contestants' allegiances lie. That could bring depth to the new characters. So small storylines that I would have lead into World Tour built on the aftermath show would be number one, Ezekiel is showing trying to get better and is working really hard to get better for another chance. And it's clear he's not sexist anymore and he's changed. Tyler is by himself, nobody is talking to him, and he's desperate for a friend, and everyone is sort of giving him the cold shoulder. That leads into World Tour nicely, where he will be desperate for Alejandro. Like, he's desperate for that friend, and Alejandro will be willing to give that to him. The Drama Brawlers get united, starting off with Cody and Trent after Cody comforts him after Gwen. We're not there yet, but it's like, come on. Trent is obviously not going far. Let's be real, guys. Eva is trying to control her anger, but it isn't really working well. So that's what I would do for the aftermath episodes. Just like lead into the storylines in World Tour. And now we can finally get into the elimination order. 16th, that would be Jeff. The reason why I have Jeff eliminated here, Jeff doesn't do the best in the first challenge. His heart is clearly not in it this time. He wants to spend the money he got, depending on the ending. If you don't think he won and Gwen did change that point to him being homesick. And after a long talk with Bridget, the two agree this is the best for him, and the team honors his request, and he gets voted out. So the 15th, we have Gwen. The two finalists will be back to back. I know. Gwen gets voted out for a different reason than Jeff, though. She and Trent still break up, but it's on much more peaceful terms, and it's a mutual split. Neither of them look bad. Gwen gets eliminated, however, because she also doesn't do well in the challenge, and Courtney notices she's becoming friends with Duncan, with Gwen trying to get more of Duncan's nicer side to come out. Gwen pulls the votes on the other team to eliminate Gwen, establishing her as the villain of the season. 14th is Trent. Like I said, Trent's not going far. Let's be real. Another piece of Courtney's work. She pulls the votes to get Trent eliminated after Trent doesn't agree to help Courtney eliminate Gwen. She gets Izzy Justin, who doesn't care who goes, just as long as he's safe. and Beth, who does her to do her dirty work with her. So Beth follows Justin, and then Justin follows Courtney, if that makes sense. 13th, we have Izzy. Where's Izzy at? There's Izzy. Izzy once again is too insane for her own good, and Courtney's the main cause of why Izzy's gone. So now we have storyline updates. With the Killer Grit's on a losing streak, Courtney's getting real mad, real mad. She's slowly turning more and more crazy, losing the nice persona she had in Island and becoming more and more mean, until she eventually reaches what she was in the canon action. So basically, she just gets mean and becomes her canon action self. Lindsay's trying her best to figure out a plan to get revenge on Heather after everything she's done to her. Nothing comes to mind and she's getting frustrated with herself. Doubt begins to set in if she can even do it. Heather doesn't even take Lindsay seriously and laughs her off. Harold, Duncan, and Heather's situation is basically the same as canon, except Lashana is clearly on Harold's side, and we don't have that shady-ass Lashana storyline, where she gets, like, bullied by the rest of the cast or something because, like, she wanted a reward or some bullshit like that. Courtney is still growing more and more mad about Duncan. Their relationship's still going insecure. So basically, Courtney and Duncan's relationship is fucked. Bridget is trying to fend for her own. She doesn't really understand what to do, as she's a bit too innocent for the game she's playing. DJ and Chef's alliance is going the exact same way, except it's lasting longer and getting more screen time. Justin's looks only work on Beth and Owen, not Lindsay. Justin grows angry at this and becomes frustrated with himself. So Lindsay does not fall for Justin's shit. Beth is trying to fit in with the other contestants, and it's not really working. Noah is planning and calculating every outcome, and it's clear he controls the game. He can control the game whenever he wants to. He's simply planning right now, though, and not making any too crazy moves. 12th is Lashana. With the big feud on the Screaming Gaffers being Duncan versus Heather versus Harold and Lashana, Lashana gets the short end of the stick. Chef tells DJ to vote off Lashana for the sake of his game to separate Harold and Lashana. DJ very reluctantly agrees and votes off Lashana. Heather and Lashana make up here, even if they aren't exactly friends. So Heather and Lashana do make up here still, except it actually carries on into World Tour. 11th, that would be Owen. Owen, this elimination is very similar to canon. Courtney is immune from elimination, and Owen is the sole vote. The same elimination happens, basically. Alright, 10th, Heather. Lindsay, over a period of time, has been talking her way into people getting to vote Heather. First she gets Bridget's vote, then she gets Harold's vote, and then she finally gets Noah's vote, who is the hardest to convince. But Noah agrees that this works well for his future plans. Lindsay watches the elimination from afar, as both Duncan and Heather are shocked. Lindsay is excited to be as can be, and Heather is forced to give Lindsay a nod of respect as she leaves. So basically, Lindsay takes out Heather, and Heather gives Lindsay a small amount of respect for doing that, which shows that she's sort of a bit nicer than she was in Island, which leads well into World Tour. 9th, Bridget. Oh, I forgot to put merge. No, move that shit down. This shit is merged. Merge. I forgot to add that, my bad. But yes, 9th is Bridget. Well, as I move all these to the merge spot. Merge. Alright, Bridget at this point has been the peacemaker. She's been the one who kept this crazy camp together, with Duncan getting immunity on her team. Noah's first move is to eliminate Bridget. No one wants to send a message. The game is now going to go crazy, and without Bridget to keep everything together, anything is possible. Noah doesn't have any bad intentions, nor is he mean to Bridget, but in his eyes, this is something that needs to be done. Noah is neither a hero or villain. Courtney is still a villain. So basically, Noah eliminates Bridget to send a message, because Bridget's been the one that keeps everything together. Like, with Bridget, the drama isn't really getting out of hand with Bridget there. But now that Bridget's not there, everything's going to start going crazy. So this is your merge. I think it's the same merge apart from Noah being there. Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, and DJ's there too. That's 7. That's 8. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. Alright, my bad. Anyways, I'm tripping. Now we have the merge storyline updates. The main feud has now dissolved into Duncan versus Courtney versus Harold versus Lindsay. So that's the main feud of this. That's the main story of the season, I should say. Duncan versus Courtney versus Lindsay versus Harold. Lindsay's still aiming to prove herself. After eliminating Heather, she still feels like she has more to prove, pushing herself to unhealthy lengths. Courtney feels like she has nothing more to prove, but she is still obsessed over winning. Other than winning, her main goal is getting Duncan and Harold out, with Lindsay after those two. She's cool with nobody, and she's fine with that. Duncan is still feuding with Courtney and Harold. This is the same as canon. Harold is also the same as canon. Noah hasn't been trying all that much so far. He's been trying a little bit, but not too much. All he's been doing so far is making a plan. Beth is by herself still, only talking to Lindsay, and and her goal is to prove to everyone that she does belong and she should be taken seriously. Justin also by him. Justin's now by himself, and Beth figured out who Justin was. And since Owen's gone, my bad. Beth found out that he was a fraud and doesn't talk to him anymore. This is similar to Canon, where he tries to prove to everyone that he actually has a brain, but in the process, his looks get ruined, and he's becoming more obsessed by the minute. It gets to the point where the viewers should start feeling upset for Justin, starts feeling upset for Justin, and beginning a redemption arc for Justin. So basically, if you don't understand what I'm saying, is that Justin is starting to get hurt really badly, and his looks are starting to get really fucked. And this is where Justin started to feel like remorse for his actions as we get further and further along. So the viewers should start feeling upset for Justin, like starting feeling sorry for Justin. All right, eighth is Beth. I know y'all like Beth, though. I know y'all like Beth, but I do not fuck with Beth like that. But I'll give you my reason. Challenge winner, corny. I know people like Beth, so I didn't want to have to. I didn't want to have her eliminated right away. But I can't go. I can't have her go further than this. But anyways, Courtney wins the challenge. Being on the outside, Beth doesn't really stand a chance. She realized this and accepted her elimination with honor. Before she left, she has a talk with Lindsay. She tells Lindsay that she needs to cool down, that she's proved herself enough, and she asks why Lindsay's going to these lengths. Lindsay's eyes grow watery, and she tells Beth that if she wins, maybe nobody will mess with her and Tyler anymore, and maybe they'll start taking her and Tyler more seriously, since everyone's already screwing her and Tyler over. But but if there's one thing that she can do that, if there's one thing that she can do, she thinks that she can fix everything. She thinks that winning would fix everything, and she will bring the money home. Beth tells her that wouldn't fix much, but how Tyler and everyone else is most likely proud of her, and that they don't want her to be pushing this hard. Lindsay and Beth share a hug, and Beth walks off. So basically, Beth tells her, Lindsay, you need to cool the fuck down. Everyone's already proud of you for getting this far, is what basically Beth tells her. Also, my bad, I have like a little cold shit. I don't know what the fuck it is, but whatever. I'm still doing the video, so who gives a fuck? Alright, seventh, that would be DJ. I didn't create a merge role, so whatever. Seventh is DJ, challenge winner Lindsay. DJ and Chef have been cheating this whole time. DJ has becoming more crazy with guilt with each cheat he and Chef pull off. DJ chose Chef that he has to put a stop to this, and to DJ's surprise, Chef agrees. Over the time they've been together, some of DJ's softness has rubbed off on Chef, and some of Chef's toughness has rubbed off on DJ. DJ tells everyone what happened, and they all forgive him. Even Chef apologized as well, but he wasn't as nearly as sincere as DJ's apology. DJ quits the game just like in canon, however, the storyline with him and Chef lasts longer, gets more screen time to develop. DJ in the elimination vows to never come back to the competition to make things right. And that makes sense because his arc is basically over, and he's more confident in himself, and he did the right thing at the end. Six, this is Justin. Well, don't move Justin up. This is your front of five. Challenge winner not available. This challenge is an auto elimination. Basically, the last place. If you get last place in the challenge, you leave. That's basically what it means. Justin, despite trying really hard, doesn't get anywhere. It comes down to Courtney versus Justin. Justin tries really hard, but Courtney smacks him in the face to beat Justin, sending Justin home. At this point, Justin's looks are completely gone. He covers his face, crying. Courtney and Duncan can't help but bust out laughing at the irony of it all. Noah just glances down at Justin. Lindsay walks up to Justin, however, who's laying on the grass, and she helps him up. Lindsay tells Justin that looks aren't everything, and that he proves he's a good man with determination and girls like that. But the difference is they'll actually like him for him, not just for his looks. Justin, for the first time in a while, grows a smile, and he tells Lindsay he never intended for his looks to be used, but just sort of happened. And Lindsay tells him that everyone will probably forgive him, and Justin leaves with a smile on his face, with his body in cast. So basically, that's Justin's redemption arc. I would have Justin do a redemption arc, and this is where his character would end. Because basically, like, it's a good story, I think. I don't know. Hopefully y'all like that shit. If not, whatever. Fifth, Courtney. I bet y'all did not expect Courtney getting fifth, but and the challenge winner is Noah. In the shocking turn of events, Noah is the one that takes up Courtney, not Duncan, Harold, or Lindsay. Noah decides to try for once and pulls off the votes to eliminate Courtney, and she is pissed. This is basically Noah's episode right here, and this is where he shines the most. He eliminates the main villain of the season with utter ease. Like, he does not struggle taking Courtney out, showing off his insane smarts. But sadly, this is where Noah's run ends, and he is eliminated fourth. Noah, challenge winner Harold, for fourth Noah, and Harold wins the challenge. Noah, after an all-time high last episode, is brought back down to earth. People start realizing how big of a threat Noah was and eliminates him. Noah doesn't really care though, and he's back to not caring. So basically, after caring for one episode, he's back to not caring at all. The season showed the audience if Noah tried more, he would be really dangerous, but he holds himself back by not trying at all. But that makes him funny and such a unique character. Because what I think holds Noah back is that he doesn't try that much. And so if you implement that into the show more, and show if he does try, Noah is extremely dangerous. So that I just think that that would be a cool way for his character to really develop and to establish that if Noah tries, he is dangerous. But his problem is that he doesn't try that much. He doesn't really care. All right, third. I know y'all not. I know y'all not gonna like this shit, but Lindsay's third. Lindsay does not get finale. I know. I'm sorry, Lindsay fans. Sorry. I'm sorry, but the challenge winner is not available. In an auto elimination challenge, despite her best efforts, Lindsay lost. The tension between Duncan and Harold is growing by the moment, and Lindsay was caught in the crossfire. Even when Lindsay was eliminated, the two were fighting instead of saying goodbye. Lindsay left, not feeling like she proved herself. She came so close but couldn't finish the job. She went inside the limos. She went inside the limo with tears in her eyes. The show closes with Duncan and Harold fighting. So Lindsay's like really, really upset, and she feels like she didn't. She was so close, but she couldn't finish the job, and so she's actually really upset about not winning, which will further go along in her later seasons. Duncan versus Harold in a too long season feud ends here. The finale is intense. There are no friends, and there will be no friends after this. This is where the strong flourish. Bro, this quote is fucking me up. Flourish, my bad. In the weak fail. They both know that. Duncan is dominating the challenge, and before Harold comes back and makes it close. The race to the finish is as close as it can be, and whoever wins does so here. There's no jury vote bullshit. There is just one challenge, and the winner wins. The loser looks at the ground in defeat, as the winner raises a case of victory, looking down on his opponent, mocking him, depending on the ending you want. So if Harold wins, he would be mocking Duncan, and if Duncan wins, he would be mocking Harold. So that's the video. Like, share, sub, all that. If you want an explanation for some of the choices I made in this video, just comment it down below and I'll answer it. Sorry about the cold. I don't know what the fuck happened. Thanks for watching though. Peace the fuck out.